because of traffic. And you say, that's a good point. You're complimenting their thinking and their planning ahead here, and you're agreeing with the point that they brought up, that there's traffic. A lot of times native speakers will just throw on the word actually to this phrase as well. I'll say, that's a good point actually, meaning like, I really didn't think of this. I'm surprised, to hear this good point. And it's not supposed to be insulting, like, I'm surprised you came up with a good point. It's just, I'm surprised I didn't think of this idea. Like, actually, we should be thinking about this. Maybe you guys are talking about buying a new appliance for your house. It gets kind of expensive. You're buying either a washer or a dryer or a refrigerator or a new stove. And you want to buy the cheaper one, but maybe your husband or your roommate or whoever says, we should probably spend a little bit more money so it doesn't break right away. And you'll say, that's a good point. This next phrase, it can be used when you totally agree with something, or if you kind of disagree but you don't want to argue. The phrase is fair enough.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Maybe your friend says, I'm really tired and I want to stay in tonight. I don't want to go out. You'll say, yeah, fair enough. Meaning you're not going to argue with what they're saying, but your tone here is like, oh, I wish you wanted to go out with me because I was wanting to have some fun outside the house. But you're like, fair enough. I'm not going to argue with you because you're saying you're tired. Or you might say, fair enough. Yeah, I'm so tired as well. So it could be like, you're kind of disagreeing, but you're like, that's fine. Or you're like, oh yes, fair enough. It's fair because I'm tired too. So it can mean you're totally agreeing as well. An interesting phrase in English is someone says, that's not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea.
Now, you think of this phrase, bad idea, as being negative, but it's actually positive. It's saying, like, that's good thinking, and a lot of times it means that's good planning. Maybe someone says, I'm actually going to bring an extra jacket because it's really cold out and it seems to be getting colder. You might say, that's not a bad idea, meaning I should probably think of that too because it is getting colder. You're saying it's a good idea by saying it's not a bad idea. So it's kind of a funny way to say something is good. Maybe you and your spouse, your husband or wife, say, we should order out pizza tonight. It sounds delicious. And you might say, that's not a bad idea. It's like a positive expression here. You're saying, yeah, that sounds really good. I agree. So not a bad idea means I agree. That's a good thought or a good idea. Now that we've talked about some agreeing phrases, let's talk about some ways to softly disagree in English, very polite. So you might say, I'm not so sure about that. I'm not so sure about that.
Not so sure about that.
This is a soft disagreement. So you might be expressing your doubt about a plan or someone's idea or opinion, and you might have something to say, in contrast to what they're saying. Someone might say, that restaurant is the best